Hey guys, it's Kaylee, and I'm here to keep you updated about everything you need to know about what's going on in the sports industry. So, today we are looking at an article published this week in the Sports Business Journal by Brett McCormick titled Cadillac Replacing Mercedes to Use U.S. Open Sponsorship to Tell Story Behind Electric Vehicle Push. So, going into some of the key points of this article, what the content is in this article. So Cadillac, like the title kind of alludes to, is replacing Mercedes as the official vehicle of the U.S. Open. Now, this puts Cadillac in the top tier of U.S. sponsors for the U.S. Open, alongside companies such as American Express, Emirates, IBM, J.P. Morgan Chase, and Rolex. So, something that's interesting about this particular sponsorship with Cadillac is that Cadillac is using this sponsorship opportunity as a way to promote their electric vehicle cars, specifically the Lyrics, throughout the U.S. Open. And additionally, they are trying to communicate, Cadillac is trying to communicate through their sponsorship, their pledge to go fully electric by the end of the decade. So Cadillac made a pledge in 2019 saying that by end of the decade, I guess 2030, they will have fully electric cars only. That's the only kind of cars they are going to produce. So along with their fleet of electric cars that they are going to be having to transport players from court to court throughout the U.S. Open, there will also be what's called the Cadillac Pavilion for various activation efforts. And one of the activation efforts that they have discussed in this article was an immersive LED experience that showcases Cadillac's electric vehicle vision. So that takes me to some key takeaways that I have created with regards to this article. The first is sports properties are continuing to partner with sponsors that align with their brand's values. So one thing that was really interesting about this article was that the United States Tennis Association actually was the one to reach out to Cadillac for this sponsorship. They figured their previous sponsor, Mercedes, was not really aligning with the values that the U.S. Open wanted to portray, and they felt like Cadillac did a better job with that. So the U.S. Open was actually the one to reach out to Cadillac, which I thought that was really interesting, and that just goes to show you that sports properties are now more than ever starting to be very conscious of the kind of sponsors and partnerships that they want to do the type of other sponsors they want to do business with. And so that leads me to my second key takeaway, that sponsors are using their exposure to promote various social causes. So in this day and age, it's really important for brands or for consumers to make sure that they are buying from brands that they kind of have social ties to with their social causes. So it's really important that brands communicate to their consumers what is important to them with regards to social causes. And so Cadillac is using this sponsorship with the US Open as an opportunity to promote their electric vehicles, say we are committed to having our electric cars be produced, and we're going completely electric by the end of the decade. And by that kind of helps their consumers know that they are taking their corporate social responsibility very seriously. So that's what I have for this week. I thought it was a really interesting article, and I will talk to you guys next week.